maximale spatie daar langs de voorkant.
The sea will be ice-free within a decade. The rate of change has been so extreme that we are all considering ourselves now increasingly at risk. New York, 2003, 48 hours, 50 million people, the whole eastern seaboard, no energy. They had to get out of these buildings where you can't open windows within half an hour because the temperatures are about 50 degrees centigrade. So why are we building a new generation in the UK of glass towers where you can't open windows? Let's forget the denial. That's enough. Sense and science, we have it, and we have to empower and functionalise communities. So don't spend your money on technologies, those technologies will come. Spend it on creating a society that is fairer, more egalitarian, and one in which we can all survive in comfort.
An urban extension in Stockholm really set a challenging benchmark, but very clear in terms of being twice as good as the norm, and the developers had to deliver to that. Getting the right scale of intervention is really important. So rather than looking at a tree-by-tree basis, looking at how others have, for example, developed a city-wide strategy. And it's really linking to the broader issues. And I think public realm offers an insurance, some kind of insurance to help us deal with adaptation.
So you've heard all the stuff about the kind of top level down this morning. We're working at the bottom up, and we're trying to stop your project having to happen. But of course it isn't going to, because we're not going to be successful, because nobody's specifying green yet. And the manufacturers are driving it the way they want it to go, the way they've always wanted it to go. Cheap materials, probably got a lot of plastics, a lot of chemicals in them. So we are very much aware of that, and we're going to try to embrace that issue. Hoping to see an awful lot more reskilling of our industry and re-education of our industry, because we need it.
And that's one of the things that we have to stop doing. We have to start to have 100% metering of water within the UK. Sustainable drainage systems, what they do is they attenuate, they slow down, they clean that water, they treat it, and they get rid of it on site. That's the idea of SUDS. It's about dealing with stormwater where it falls, not channeling it away from the building, not channeling it away from the development, and sticking it to rivers where it's going to cause us problems. It's like, let's deal with it here.
We've got a lot of the buildings that stand here now still being around in 2050. So someone asked earlier about our motivation to try and make sure that we can achieve zero carbon homes by 2016. I would say to you, that's a red herring, sir. We've got to look at the existing stock. 84% of the average energy consumption is anything to do with a boiler. And if your boiler is 8, 9, 10 years old, you are seriously burning lots of fuel for no reason at all. Quite a few of the trainees, we call them, obviously, that are coming into the building, they do have experience. They've got qualifications. They've been trained up at Hastings College. They just don't quite have the experience because there's not enough work out there at the moment for them to get experience. It's a great time for us to be getting these guys involved.